Hello, my name is Jenna Baldwin, and today I'm going to be talking about how to utilize social media. So, first, we'll start with what is social media? Social media is websites and applications that enable users to create and share content. Social media allows people to network with other people, meet new people online, get their name out there, promote their brand, do whatever they want to do, and showcase online. Some examples of social media include Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, and there are many, many other sites. So now we'll get into how to utilize it. Social media is a great way to get your message out there. For example, if you are promoting an event or promoting something that's going on within the community or just want to say something online really quick, it's a great way to get your message out there and reach like a huge audience at that. Next, it promotes your brand, and we'll get into brand a little bit later on in the PowerPoint slides. But basically, online you can showcase whatever you want to be, and in this case it can be what is the Walworth County Health Department and what do we do and what do we stand for. Also, you can share events. Facebook is a phenomenal way to share events online, to see how many people are going to come, where it's located, all the event details. It allows users and people online to see what's going on in their community, and it's a great way to promote your events. A lot of companies will use this as a marketing strategy because it's free and it's easy and it can be super inexpensive because it's free. But it is used as a marketing strategy because something can go viral, which means that it gets shared a lot of times, or a lot of people view it, a lot of people see it, and that can be huge for you. So that's why it can be seen as free advertising, because if you share something online, then it gets shared again and again and again and again. And then it gets seen by so many different people, and then a lot of different people will look at your company or your organization and be like, oh, I didn't know they were there, and they will tend to follow you more than likely. Now we'll get into what do I post. You can post anything that you want on your social media because it is your social media. But there are some limitations that you want to keep in mind. You want to keep your posts relevant to your brand. For instance, um, the Walworth County Health Department won't want to go and post something positive about, let's say, vaping in teenagers. They want to keep things relevant to what is going on in their organization, what they stand for, what their missions, values, and beliefs are, and stay true to that. Because if not, then your page can become something that a lot of people don't want to see, and they'll get confused as to what it is. Um, it's definitely okay to post articles and other important information. However, you want to be careful that you don't turn into a news page, which can be a lot easier said than done. Over 2 summers ago, I did an internship for a company, and I took over their social media accounts, and it turned into a lot of. Um, they were originally were posting a lot of news articles and things that other people were posting and sharing and things like that, and it you could tell that it kind of was just not something that was representing their brand very well. So it's important to keep in mind that you don't want to turn into a news page, because then people aren't going to want to really look at your page because they can follow a news station and see that. You want to really keep it personalized to you, and that's the glory of social media, is that it can be super personalized and you can post whatever you would like to. How do I post? There's a lot that goes into this. You really want to keep your message short and sweet. Honestly, people are not going to read an entire paragraph worth of information. It's just how it is online. People are scrolling fast, they want to see something. A lot of times, pictures are a great way to do that. Quick little bubbles and things like that. If the message is short and sweet and looks really nice on the page, then it is likely people are going to want to see it and click it and view it. If you post a novel, it is likely people are just going to scroll right through it. So it's good to keep your message short and sweet. You want to keep your post relevant to what is going on. This means that, for instance, if you have an event coming up in, let's say, September, and you're posting about it now, a lot of people are going to tend to forget about it. They're not going to really mark that on their calendar yet, or maybe they will and then they'll forget about it. It's important to keep your posts kind of just relevant to what is going on presently and not super far out in the future. It's definitely okay to mention events that'll be happening in the future, but you do want to be careful about that kind of thing. You don't want to post about past things too many times. You want to just keep your page as updated as possible so people know exactly what's going on now and they can see what's happening in your organization in the near future, but not too far out, if that makes sense. You can utilize different kinds of platforms to make different kinds of posts, which is kind of cool in our society today. For instance, on Instagram, it's a phenomenal place and platform to post pictures. You can post pictures about your events, your what you're promoting, what your focuses are this month or in the year, or whatever you want to do. But posting pictures on Instagram is a phenomenal way to um, gain followers and do that kind of thing. Obviously, you can still post pictures on other platforms, but Instagram is a really good one because that's all you can post. You can't just post a status, you have to post a picture with it. Excuse me. On Facebook, it is great to post events. I've found that using this feature to plan events in college was a phenomenal thing. You can just go on there, say, hey, I'm hosting this event, click yes if you can come, click no if you cannot, and then you can really gauge how many people are coming, what you need to prepare for, things like that. And then you can also kind of look at, okay, who is interested in these kinds of events and what kind of events are getting the most attention and kind of plan events based off of that. Um, then the final one that I have as an example is Twitter. Twitter can be quick posts about what's currently happening, as in like right this second. So you could post on there, hey, this event is starting at 7 o'clock tonight. See you there. Something quick and easy, because a Twitter post is going to be something that has limited characters and you want to stay very short and sweet in that. So now we're going to get into how do I make my brand. And you want to make your brand by posting your content. You don't want to overshare other people's content. And you want to post things that are relevant to you and what's going on in your organization. Again, posting your content is going to be a lot more beneficial to you and your followers than constantly copying and pasting and sharing and doing all that kinds of stuff with other people's posts. Not only that, but it kind of just shows your followers that you are really trying to put yourself out there and make your own brand. Next, you want to keep your layout and verbiage very consistent. Utilize apps like Canva and Hootsuite. Canva is phenomenal for formatting posts and using filters and setting basically the same format for each and every post that you have. Back when I did my internship for the Milwaukee Riverkeeper, I was able to use the app Canva and get very familiar with it, and they had a specific format and things like that that we used to keep their page looking very crispy and clean and very just similar to each and every post. Not to say the content was the same, but like the filters were the same, the fonts were the same, the logo was always in it, things like that. So yeah, next you want to post what your followers would like to see. You want to check your engagements on the posts, and this can be the amount of times it gets shared, the amount of times it gets liked. What's getting the most engagements is going to be super crucial to what you post. You don't want to post things that your followers really aren't engaging with. If you notice that one post is getting 50 likes and one post is getting 500, you might want to take a look at why that is and see what you can do to fix it. So yeah, and then you want to post things that obviously will hopefully get that similar to response to what those popular posts are. And then finally, you want to keep it consistent. You want to post often, but post relevant information. So you don't want to go and post, say, 8 things on one day and then not post for the rest of the week, for example. you want to kind of keep it consistent so that people are constantly engaging on your page and looking at it and seeing what's going on and keeping your newsfeed fresh. You don't want to post too much in one day because people might get annoyed with you. There is a trend, I should say, I guess, on Instagram where people don't like to double post on the same day. I honestly don't know why that is, but just kind of keeping that in mind. But you can do whatever you would like with your page again because it is yours and you are making your own brand for yourself. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this slideshow.